If you don't already know about Murfreesboro, well, you should. And it's a good thing you're here because that's what we're going to be talking about today. Murfreesboro is the largest suburb of Nashville and is one of the fastest growing cities in all of Tennessee, second only to Nashville itself. And today we are going to be talking about why and what it's really like to live there and what there is to do and what the schools are like. And some of the answers might surprise you. So stay tuned. Hey guys, this is Tiffany Gudger with Tiffany Gudger Real Estate right here in Nashville, Tennessee. If this is your first time checking out our channel, then make sure you go ahead and hit subscribe so you're notified every time we do a new video. I try to address what it's like to live here in Nashville and the surrounding areas and answer any questions that you guys have for me. So definitely click that bell and you'll be notified as soon as a new video drops. Again, this is primarily about what it's like to live in Nashville and why I love doing these videos for you guys and getting to know you guys. Real estate is my #1 go-to. So if you have any questions about what it's like to live, work, sleep, eat, breathe, all those things here in Nashville and the Middle Tennessee areas, make sure you give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. However you want to get a hold of me is fine. I work days, nights, weekends, and I am the one answering the phones around here. So if you want to know more or have any questions for me or thinking about relocating or moving here, then I would absolutely love to help. So that being said, we're going to jump right into today's topic of Murfreesboro, which is the largest suburb of Nashville. And really quickly, I want to give a little disclaimer. I'm going to put on the screen how you actually spell Murfreesboro, and it's different than you might think. So yes, it should technically be pronounced Murfreesboro, but that's just really too hard for me. And if you're like me and most other people around here, you just say Murfreesboro. That R, the extra R that's in there doesn't really exist in my world. And I've been called out for that in previous videos. So if that bothers you, you might just want to skip on to the next video and not watch this one because I'm not going to be saying Murfreesboro. That's just really hard for me. It's going to be Murfreesboro, but if you are like me and most of the other people in this area and you are cool with that, then let's jump right into talking about it. First, let's talk about where is Murfreesboro. So Murfreesboro is about 35 miles southeast of Nashville. And it was actually the capital of Tennessee way back in the early 1800s, which kind of brings me to the history of Murfreesboro a little bit, and I want to talk about that just briefly because it's pretty interesting. Murfreesboro is super rich in history, especially the Civil War. There was actually the Battle of Stones River, aka the Battle of Murfreesboro, which was one of the bloodiest battles of the whole Civil War, and I could actually do a whole video on that battle and Murfreesboro history. And if you're interested, then I probably will comment down below if that's something that you would want to know more about. But until then, I'll just leave that up to all the other history buffs out there to expand on that, but it's pretty cool. So more on the background of Murfreesboro. I've got my notes here. It was developed mainly for agriculture and had several colleges and upper level education back in the 1850s. And one of those colleges we're actually going to talk about later on in this video. So like I mentioned previously, Murfreesboro is growing like crazy. It has seen over a 4% growth year over year, according to Data USA and the city's Murfreesboro City website. Niche.com actually ranks it as the #1 place to live in Rutherford County, which no surprise there. It's the largest city in Rutherford County, and it's just growing like crazy, and the infrastructure and economy is doing really good in comparison to other places. As far as the schools go, Rutherford County has high-ranking public schools both statewide and nationally, according to niche.com and greatschools.org, which are two really good resources for you if you want to do a deeper dive into that. It's home to MTSU, which is Middle Tennessee State University, which consistently ranks in the top 10% of four-year colleges in the country. And what attracts people to MTSU is it offers a lot to its students, but it has the lowest tuition rate of any other major university in Tennessee. So it offers great scholarship opportunities and great student resources and all of that for just a partial of the price of other universities in Tennessee. Downtown Murfreesboro has got to be my favorite part of Murfreesboro. It's a historical downtown and Main Street. It's perfect for walking around and popping in and out of shops and different restaurants. There are over 400 small businesses locally owned, equating to over 50 shops and restaurants. Some of my favorites that I'm going to mention to you as far as restaurants goes, which there are a ton in Murfreesboro, but this is Main Street and downtown specifically, would be the Alley on Main, Marina's on the Square for Italian, because I am a sucker for Italian, so if I'm recommending an Italian restaurant to you, you know it's going to be good. And Puckett's, which there are a couple in Nashville too, but Puckett's is just a great place for good Southern comfort foods. If you're wondering what there is to do in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, well, the answer is a lot. So we mentioned that it was rich in history, and there are lots of Civil War museums and Civil War sites and historical spots. There's a place called Earth Experience, which is basically the Middle Tennessee Museum of Natural History, where they actually have a 36-foot male T-Rex that you can go check out, which we're kind of dinosaur nerds over here and just think the dinosaurs are cool. So that's super neat. To my husband and I, has lots of parks, like Long Hunter State Park with boat access to Percy Priest Lake, which is our preferred lake to visit around here because it's surrounded by Army Corps of Engineer property, so you can't build on it. It's state-owned, but is usable by the public, so it has access to that area as well on Percy Priest. Downtown has Mayday Brewery, which, you know, always has something going on or some kind of activity or event going on there. There are tons of shopping. We mentioned all the shopping that is available downtown in those little shops and boutiques, but there are also lots of shopping malls, including the Avenue, which is new. It's an open-air shopping center with lots of stores and restaurants, and is a big hub just for things for people to want to go shopping and be able to go eat, and everything's right there in one spot. Murfreesboro also has lots of festivals, and just to name a few, we've got the Middle Tennessee Songwriter Festival, Winterfest, Jazz Fest, Bluegrass Festival, and then tons of local arts and craft shows and fairs as well. And finally, let's talk about housing in Murfreesboro. So while Murfreesboro is still higher than the national average, housing costs in Murfreesboro are almost 10% less than they are in Nashville. And with the distance from Murfreesboro to Nashville, it's a great alternative if you're going to work in Nashville but want to live outside of the city. It is a great place for that. Here's a comparison according to bestplaces.net. In my opinion, like I said, it's a good place to be if you want to be close to a big city, still have lots to do in your town where you live, and still be able to feel like you live a little more out in the country, because it kind of has something for everyone. That city feel of Murfreesboro, because Murfreesboro, you know, being larger and stuff, but you can be just outside of Murfreesboro where there's farms and acreage, and you can be to the big city very, very quickly. So I think Murfreesboro is a great place for all kinds of people, in all different walks of life. So retirees, young families, families with school-age children, people wanting to start families. I am a big advocate for Murfreesboro and being in that area. So let me know what you think about this video. If there was anything that surprised you, if Murfreesboro was not on your radar, but maybe now it is, or if something I said kind of drew your attention, or any comments or things I might have forgotten that you know about Murfreesboro. Let's kind of have this for a hub to be a generalized Murfreesboro feed down below. So thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. Again, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, however you want to get a hold of me. If you are considering moving or relocating here to Nashville and Middle Tennessee, I would love to help. So until the next video, guys, we'll catch you later.